Why, hello. How are we today, guys? It's so great to see you all. Hopefully you can hear me, because I don't know why, but I think I can't hear my music anymore. What is happening? What is going on with this thing? Girl, are you good? Why does my headset keep doing that? What is this? Weird. Why does that keep happening? What are you connecting to? Sorry, my headset keeps connecting to something it's not supposed to. Move that. Then connect. Ugh. Alright, that's weird. Okay, we're not using the headset, we're gonna use the earphones. Sorry, guys. Who is this encroaching on Nova's style? Oh, this is Miss Goodwitch. Miss Goodwitch is a client for my current commission, for my YCH. If you just give me a second, I'm just gonna throw my headset on, or the earphones. Sorry for the unprofessionalism. For some reason, my headset is being weird. There we go. Do we have Spotify on the earphones? Yeah, we do. There we go. Finally, I can hear the music. Hello, guys. Hello, little babies. How are you today? I hope you're all well. I hope you are nice and cool where you are. I know that some of my fellow UK dwellers are also feeling the heat just a little bit, but it is way better than it was the other day. It seems much better in comparison than it has been the last few days. Miss Goodwitch, maybe our witchy boy and her can team up. Oh, absolutely. I love their style. Very, very cute. Very, very cozy. I very like. I'm making them 2 poses for my Go Live YCH. This is the sort of thing that I'm doing for them today. I just have to make sure I'm doing it all correctly. So today, I'm hoping to work on my Go Live YCH and my Eldritch Goat, because I really want to continue her. But it's mostly just sort of focusing on the YCH today. The heat has been unbearable, so I'm spending some time today and tomorrow trying to catch up. I think the last 3 days I've been completely out of commission when it comes to my art, just because of how hot it's been. It's been awful. But now I'm sort of trying to catch up on 3 days worth of work I was supposed to complete. So no weekend for me. Yes, this is my Eldritch Goat character. She's an adoptable that I'm making for this adoptable batch. She's a pretty girl. Auditrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. I love the little Novelette dance. I miss Novelette. I miss my king. I hope he is well. Creepy girl. Yes, we love creepy girls, though. We love monster girls. But yeah, we're gonna start working on this. It's mostly gonna be like a co-working kind of day today. So if anyone has any work they need to get along with today, and they just need a little body doubler, or they need someone next to them to help them get work done, you're more than welcome. Or if you just want to cozy up and have some fun and chill out with me today, that's also more than welcome. Enjoy your overpriced pistachios, Rumi. I would recommend grinding them up and putting them into a pastry, maybe a croissant or something, or making them into pistachio butter. Right, getting on with some colouring now. So I'm basically, this one's already made, I just have to finish colouring the second one because the client asked for 2 poses, and I'm just finishing up the second one here. I love an overly large hat. Oh, for sure, Calixia. I love a big wizard hat. Although I feel like all of my times drawing Nova has perfected the oversized witch hat. Ray, hello! Hello, sweet Ray, how are you? Happy late birthday, Ray! I've missed seeing your streams. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweet one. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, Ray. I hope you got the lovely board. Oh, and I don't know if you got the news, Ray. I'm going to be moving back to Scotland soon. We'll be able to hang out and have tea and cake. Yay! I'm so excited. And I'm good. Oh, I'm so glad to hear. I'm glad you had a nice time. You had a nice birthday. Yes! Did you guys settle in a place? We did! We did! And it's a very beautiful place. I'll need to send you... I'll send you the name of the place, and you can tell me if we made a good choice. Just make sure not to say the name of it on stream, but I'll send you the actual name in the place. There we go. Whoa. Where did it go? There we go. I love a nosy. Enjoy! How was your holiday? My holiday to Bavaria. Remy, is that what you mean, or are you talking to someone else? I'm unsure. So happy for you guys. Oh, thank you! I knew I'd get it in a good area. We just had to be patient, and eventually, you know, the right place just fell. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, because it's really hard to get a decent price in that area for what we were aiming for, because it can be very expensive. But we just felt like we should just be prioritizing our mental health now instead of just doing things to a strict budget, you know? But we managed to find a place that is a really good size at a really good price. Like, I feel so much better. And we're not really paying a lot more than what we're already paying now, which is great. So it's not too much in the way of growing pains. It'll be lovely. Very lovely. But thank you. We can organize tea and coffee. We can organize tea and coffee when I eventually take some days out back in the city, and we can meet up. Very excited. Of course, I'd be more than happy to journey out and visit you once you're settled. Oh, thank you. We'd love to have you. Although, to be honest, it's the only thing about it that's going to be interesting for us is we've never had a place that was unfurnished. So all of the places that we've lived in so far, me and Mr. Lav have lived in 1, 2, 3. We've lived in 3 different flats together, and every single one of them was always fully to part furnished. So we have like next to no furniture of our own. So when we move, we're gonna have like nothing. We don't even have like a bed that's our own. So we're gonna have to start living there with, what is it? We're gonna have to start living there with like camping chairs, like little fold-up chairs, and we're gonna have to have just like a blow-up bed for the first week or so until we get a new one bought. It's gonna be fun though. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be exciting building it all up though, for sure. That's what's gonna make it really fun. But that's one of the fun parts about getting a new place is you get to, what's the word? You get to sort of like build up your life together and you get to start everything from scratch. That just makes it all that more fun, you know? I think Jen had a blow-up mattress as a couch for like 3 months. Oh my god. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, we're gonna look into... I'm not sure if the area that we're going to in particular has like furniture charity shops nearby, but I know there's a really nice one that's about 10 minutes from where we are that does things like furniture and cabinets and electricals and stuff. So we might get a couple of lamps there, and we might see if we can get like a cheap sofa just for the living room. We just need a 1 3-seater sofa and that's it. Or like 2 2-seaters, but I think we're just gonna aim for a 3-seater and then see where that takes us. We need just 3-seater, coffee table, couple of bookshelves, end tables, and a king size bed frame. We don't need the bed, we just need the bed frame. And then we're going to get a mattress special because I'm a big fan of getting a king size mattress because I need a king size bed. Because ever since Mr. Lab started bulking up a little bit, it's been very hard to get my own space in bed. I'm small, but I'm literally being pushed off of the bed because of his bulk, and I'm just like, I need bigger bed. Facebook Marketplace is so handy. We got a great pull-out sofa there for free. Yeah, oh my god. It's Facebook Marketplace and it's Gumtree. Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree are going to be our best friends for this, honestly. We just need to figure out how to get things gotten because I don't have a big car. I've got a Kia Picanto. I've got a tiny car. I can barely fit a gaming chair in my car. I don't know how I'm going to end up I don't know how I'm going to end up with like a big sofa in my car, so I like them to do deliveries. Because of his what, lab? His bulk. Like his big form. He's big and musky. Built like a bouncer, this man. And I'm going to be I'm stuck having to push him out of the bed all the time. So I'm like, you're taking up too much space. Oh, that's what you meant. Yes, yes. Remy, get your filthy mind out the gutter. Ma'am, get your filthy mind out the gutter. His big butt as well. Too much majesty. Too much to worship. Too much to worship, auntie. Lav, Pix gave me a new obsession. What? What did Pix do now? She's good at that. What did she do? I know that she's streaming right now, guys. Go give her a watch, give her a lurk, whatever it is you want to do. Pix is a queen. We must treat her as such. Cho Tactical Crafts. What? Is that like Gundam? That gives Gundam vibes there. Thank you, Fanta. Give a lovely shout out to Pix. She's wonderful and amazing, and I'm very lucky to have her as a friend. Go give her a follow if you haven't already. You literally, I couldn't recommend her more if you want not only a streamer that slays, but also just overall a wonderful, amazing person. Please go give her a follow. It's like really cool accessories. Really cool accessories. Okay, I think I might check this out. What's it called? Chuo Tactical Crafts. Chuo Tactical Crafts. Oh, that looks expensive. Ooh. Very Arknight's Enfield. Wow. I swear to God this is Arknight's Enfield. I'm literally looking at Arknight's Enfield. Like, concept art for that. It's cool. It's very cool. Interesting bikinis. Love, once you've moved into the new rabbit hole, will you send me pics? I absolutely will. I absolutely will send you pictures. The silly thing about, like, the thing about the new flat as well is it can look quite unappealing from the outside. It's what some places would call, like, so in Scotland, we have, or in the UK, really, we have properties that are called council houses. And council houses are like, you know how people that are on welfare can apply for accommodation through their local councils or their local cities in order to have cheaper accommodation if they've got special circumstances, like if they're on disability or if they are jobless or looking for work and need to have emergency accommodation until they can find work, that sort of thing. But yeah, so council flats existed as ways for people to get emergency accommodation while they were either looking for better opportunities or just to take care of them while they were dealing with difficulties, you know? And it's really clear that the flat that I've gotten is a property that was once a council house, because it doesn't look very appealing on the outside, but it's clear that someone has bought a council house, like an old council house, and made it private, and they've done it up and everything, and now people rent out of it privately instead. But the inside is very nice. It's very spacious. It's a townhouse, which means it's got a bunch of floors. I will demonstrate what it looks like. I'm not doxing myself, don't worry. I'm just showing what a townhouse looks like. So the way that it works is this is the base. So it's right next to a river, and the river might overflow in the future. So there's like this little bit of brick foundation that's on street level. So this is a lamppost. This is street level, right? Well, that sounds so nice though. Townhouse is beautiful. Oh my gosh, yeah, exactly. So you've got like street level, and then you've got these little stairs that take you to the landing. So this is where a person goes up. It takes you to the landing. Then there's the front door, right? And then when you go in the front door, you've got like a little storage cupboard over here, and then you go up more stairs to the first landing, and then you go up more stairs to the second landing, and that's the first floor. On this side is the kitchen, and on this side is the living room. And then you go up more stairs, 2, 3, 4, to this next landing, and then you go up again to the next landing, and then there is the bathroom, and behind the bathroom is bedroom 1, and then bedroom 2, and that's the flat. That's the whole thing. It's big. It's a big lad. And it feels cool. It feels really cool. And when you're in it, you feel like you're on like a big, what's it called? You feel like you're in like a big block of flats, but you aren't. Like your front door is at street level. I love the verticality. All yours, madam? Yes, all mine. Oh yeah. Have a good day at work, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to hang out today. Also, you're working on the weekend? Little burb? That's a problem. You're not supposed to be working on the weekend. You're too cute to work on the weekend. I love the verticality. As someone in a tiny apartment, I miss having the living space spread out. Yeah, oh my god. Like I couldn't go back to like what's it called? I couldn't go back to studio spaces. I couldn't do it. When I don't know if I can't remember if you were in like your own place, Ray, or if you were in the same like kind of place that I was in university where you had like student dorms. But I remember my first ever place I ever lived in by myself was a student dorm, and it was literally like front door, or like that, I guess. Wardrobe here, bathroom here, shower was there, toilet was here, and then a sink. And then it was my bed, window, and my desk. Oh, and a little chair. That was my student apartment. It was literally a sardine tin. It was awful. Yes, I was in P House trying to be discreet. Yes, oh my god, yeah, I forgot we were in the same place. It was so tiny. Yeah, Broughton's room. Literal Broughton's room. Girl was broke. I had a job at the time. I worked a part-time job at like a local customer service chain, or a customer service shop. The curved desk was nice, but god, there was nothing. I had a mini fridge under this desk that I would store like all my drinks and all my cheese and all of my like high value snacks that I didn't want my roommates to steal. Because on at least like a couple of occasions, I would leave things in the shared kitchen and people would steal them. Like, stop taking my pasta. That's the fancy Aldi pasta. Cheese fridge is so smart. Yeah, I would. Oh my god, I was such a wreck. I know this might not sound wrecky, but it was for me. It was for my standards. But I would sit in my student dorm room with projects due, and I would sit and I would play Monster Hunter World, and I would shove like packets of mozzarella shredded cheese into my face while playing Monster Hunter. Oh my god. Literally mozzarella cheese and those little Kipling apple pies. Student living was weird, man. I didn't even dare to put any food in the shared fridge because we had girls and boys, and the boss would destroy the fridge completely. Oh my god, and the boys would destroy the fridge. Yeah, my god. The only problems I ever had with, so this isn't, I'm not saying this to be like sexist or anything. In no way am I saying this to be sexist, but the only problems I ever had in student accommodation was with the boys, and most of the time they were on either the game development team or the ethical hacking team when it came to like their coursework. And there was I remember there was this guy who he lived in the room right across the landing from me, like literally in front of my door. And so the place that I stayed at had a very strict rule when it came to things like what we call the wacky backy. And this guy would partake in wacky backy literally every day, like every single day. And the main building, I'm gagging it. Well, that's the thing. I don't think I ever saw any of my flatmates outside of my court. I know that there was one of our classmates that I was flatmates with, Ray. Only one, but I've not seen her since we left the course. Like, what? I don't even know what she's doing now. I don't know if she went into games or anything, but I remember, this might give you a good hint, she was really, really good at drawing World of Warcraft characters. Like, really good. Really good. But she was the sort of, but yeah. You know. Like, really good. She was really pretty as well, but she was really quiet, so I didn't really get much of a chance to really speak to her. She seemed to not want anything to do with me, which is fair. I mean, we had some really loud people in our flat. She probably might have thought I was loud too, but no. But I'm glad you know. But yeah, so as I was saying, the guy that was taking or partaking in the wacky backy, he was like nice, but I never thought like I owed him anything. So there was one day when shall we say the staff of our accommodation came up to the flats, and they were like, hey, so we've gotten some reports from people in the building that there's a suspicious smell coming from the flat, and we've pinpointed the smell to the door across from yours, or like in your area. So I let them search my room. There was nothing in my room. I didn't smell of anything or whatever, but they said that there was a smell in that apartment. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did it inside, like with his door open. And then they asked me, have you smelled anything while you've lived here? And I was like, no, I haven't. Because I thought that I'd get beaten up or something if I told him. If I told on him. Because I think this particular guy was in like sports science, and he was like a big guy, and I was like, no, I don't wanna piss the wrong person off. So that just exactly, and I don't know, man, but student life, no, I wanted to live to get to my second semester. The sports yeah, they were so scary, man. They really are. So that's why I was just kind of like, nope, I'm not gonna get embroiled in drama. I'm just gonna pretend that nothing is happening. Also, Ray, I don't know if you, I don't know. So I'm going into the tea a little bit, but I don't know if you knew about this person or if you'd ever heard them. But there was a guy in my flat. He lived right at the end of my flat. He would play games into the night and he would scream. Like he would rage so hard. And if people were noisy on the outside of the flat, like if people were outside having a drink or they were partying and they were loud outside, he would literally scream at them to shut up. Like he was so loud and he would shout all the time and he'd get noise complaints all the time. I don't know if you remember that or if that even happened while you were there or anything, but oh my god. Yes, yes. I don't know if you remember it or if you heard it, but I don't think I've heard of him. Yeah, it was crazy. Like he would scream all the time. The thing is, he was a lovely guy. He was a lovely guy, but and we got out. You were close to the entrance. Oh, I was like middle to the back. I was like, yeah, I was in the last third of the building, like far out, like far away from the entrance. So I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't hear it. Yeah, I was one of those lucky students that got to park their car. But yeah, that was fun. Those were the party flat. I know. I'm really lucky though because it seemed that every single person in my flat was an introvert. The only drama I ever really had was one of the girl that had the really expensive flat. There was like the really expensive deluxe double flat. She always had her boyfriend over and she'd always like hide him because technically we weren't allowed to have people in the apartments for long periods of time. So she would always like hide him and stuff. That was the only real drama that ever really happened and the whole wacky backy thing. Other than that, like my time in that particular flat was quite uneventful. Never really got into any trouble. There was never any parties. Only had a couple of D&D nights that I organized at my flat, but even then we were very quiet and very respectful. But oh my god, the party flats were insanity. Those fancy rooms were so nice. I never got to go in one. I always got to sort of like look at them from the outside, but never got to go in one. I'm like, how much you make? How much do you make? The D&D night sounds so sweet. Well, yeah, it was a way for me to get close to my friends at the time, and that was how I met Mr. Lav. I met Mr. Lav through D&D nights. He actually invited me to take part in D&D. That's how we got to know each other. Yeah. And sure, Remy. I want to hear embarrassing or awkward stories. They're funny. Student living is it's like a trial. It's like a trial by fire, honestly. I feel like I became a more hardened person because of living in student dorms. It was quite crazy. So, Ray, when I was living in my accommodation, I had neighbors upstairs and I'd always had a window shut with curtains because I didn't want anyone to see my room because my window was in the back garden. And once I had stickers on my window, I opened my windows and noticed my neighbors from upstairs were very exciting, like a boy and a girl moment. And you could hear, oh my god, like, Remy, that is not rare. It's not rare. On a couple of occasions, I was also the unfortunate audible receiver of it, and I was underneath it all and heard it all. Oh no! That emote's you. That emote was you in that moment. I remember the girl in the fancy flat in my dorms was really nice. She was a sports student, so I didn't really have anything in common with her, but she had my ID since she was 17 for the first 3 months. She let me see the fancy room and it was huge. They had a 2-seater sofa in there. Oh my god, lucky. We had those like shitey little black office chairs that broke your back. With the awful like thin scratchy carpet that honestly, like if you walked on that carpet barefoot, it was like a foot egg. It would just grate the skin off the bottom of your feet. It was supposed to be like the most expensive accommodation, like my mum was just like, yeah, I'm not letting you go to any other accommodation because I don't trust any other accommodation. You're getting the best one. And then I was there and I was like, is it meant to be the best? It doesn't seem very good. And then I went to all the other accommodations and I was like, nope, it's the best. How's stream going? Hi, Evie. Hi, Evie. How you doing? Stream's going very good. I'm working on a commission for Miss Goodwitch. I'm doing my first YCH com. I was supposed to do this earlier in the week, but I've been very distracted with the weather and with some very, very important VGen work, which is taking a little bit longer to complete because I have a terrible habit of underestimating just how much time I will need. And then turns out, oops, I need a lot more time than what I initially quoted them. But they're very understanding and very professional, and they just explain take as much time as you need. So I'm still fighting hard to get it done. Important VGen work, you say? Yes. I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't think I'm allowed to say what it is, but I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Hee exciting. I'm telling Hoodie knows. She's been through the whole process with me. I message her every day to tell her how I am slowly slipping more into insanity. I hope you're doing well, Evie. It's good to see you. The standards in our city for uni were shocking. Oh, yeah. There was a uni accommodation that Mr. Lab was at. He told me stories about it. I think I told you about it, Ray. But his uni room had bugs in it. He had bugs in it. I think he told me a story about he woke up in the middle of the night and there were just like bugs on his floor and they got into his bed, so he had to sleep on his desk. And the student accommodation wouldn't do anything about it. Like, they just wouldn't do anything about it. And that's awful. And he, I think because they didn't do anything about it, he tried to get money back from them because he was still paying them rent while they were refusing to take care of the bug infestation in his room. And they were like, no, we can't really do anything about that. And he's like, yeah, you can. You own the accommodation. Get an exterminator out there, but they didn't. And then he just left and refused to pay them any more money. Burn it down. Oh, for sure. Burn it down. Your old apartment had cockroaches? Oh, ugh. I've never seen a cockroach in person, but I feel like if I did, I would actually I think I would just cry and squeal and cry a little bit more. They fly. Why are they allowed to fly? Yeah, why are they allowed to fly? That's not fair. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. What color am I gonna make this thing? I think I'm gonna do it in... No. Let's do it in... purple. Yes. I think it was my neighbor's fault because I kept things clean. Oh yeah, for sure. It's always the other flatmate's problem, or it's always other flatmate's fault. But yeah, Ray, you're so right. I think that even if our accommodation wasn't anything to write home about, after spending a little bit of time in the other accommodations, I do think that ours was the best one. Because I think I went into the one that was nearest to the university, like literally like across the street from the university, and I remember feeling like it looked like prison. Like, it actually felt like prison. It felt like I was in some sort of youth detention center, and there were just all these really depressed teenagers and young adults walking around. Oh my god. That was awful. It was, but I think it was one of the cheapest you could get into. Because they had, like, different levels of cheapness for all of their accommodations, and that was one of the cheapest. And I was just like, nothing. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to stay there. It was horrible. So dark, even with their lights on. Yeah, oh my god, it was so bad. So bad. I don't know how they got away with it. I'm a lurky for a bit so I can play games and I can listen but not typey. Happy to catch you live. No worries, Ray. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your games. Enjoy your games. You deserve it, Queen. Have a nice break. Okay. Let's get on with this chat. We got this. You know what I hated in my accommodation? Washing machine. Like, who in their right mind would use a washing machine and then destroy it? I know. We had, I don't know if your washing machine was similar to ours, Remy, but in my accommodation, if you wanted to use the washing machine, you had to pay for it. Like, you had to sign up for an account with the company online, and then you had to pay for every wash that you did. I think that's, like, standard, but it just really surprised me that you had to do that, like, as a student. So then eventually I just got really sick of it and I started taking my washing home and my parents would wash my clothes. No, not paying for it. We had to do it for TV. You had to pay for the internet in my accommodation. To get something like, to get a month of internet, you had to pay like a flat rate. They didn't give you live TV. You had to buy that for yourself. But you absolutely had to pay for your internet. You also had to pay for parking, too. Really? Mine was free access for Wi-Fi because I was a student near the uni? Nah. I was in official university accommodation, like uni accommodation for the university I was attending, and I still had to pay for my Wi-Fi. Like, what is that about? Boo, yes, very boo. Very much boo. No one likes that. What else? Is that all I can really do? I guess I could do the little... I could do the little stars. There was a star... Yeah, there was a star in their eyes. I will change that. But we had no parking because of the streets being old and everything was blocked with neighbor access only. Yeah, the way that ours worked was it was a big like modern building. I'll see if I can illustrate it so you understand what I mean. So our building was built into the side of a hill, right? And the building was like this. And these were all the flats. And then you had one extra building here. And there was a big fence around it. Like this. And then you just had a cliff. Or you had like a road that cars went up and down. And it was a hill, right? And you came in through a gate here for a walking route. And this gate was for the car route. And this was like the office. And this part was like the student hangout area. So you could grab like a pool table, or you could wash your clothes here, or you could just hang out, sit down, have lunch or something. There was a gym underneath everything, but I don't think I ever went there. Like, I don't think I ever went there. This was the first block of flats, this was the second, this was the third, and this was the fourth. I was in this one, and my little room faced this way. So I faced the trees and the cars going by, and the cars had to park in this area. So if you had a car, you only had these spaces. Everything else here was for students, so you had to like walk around here. And that's what our accommodation was. It was a big accommodation, but it felt like so restricted. Hi, Jojo! I sent you a pic. Let me see. Oh! Well, Rainy, I can say with complete, like, certainty that your accommodation is nicer than mine. You have so much more space than I did. You've got twice as much space than what my apartment had. Is that your own flat as well? Like, is that your... I know that the kitchen will be shared, but is that your own room? Like, you don't have a roommate or anything? Because whatever that is, that's a really good amount of space. Yep, awesome. Yeah, that's a really, really good space. Mine was half that size, and probably about the same price as what you paid. Gonna have a quick drink. I'm afraid to ask how much you paid a month for yours, actually, considering the location of your university. I can imagine it was quite expensive. You don't have to disclose if you're not comfortable, of course. Where's the right thing? Oh, here it is. I'm jealous of the rain. Ripples through your clothes. I'm gonna do a nice little eye outline. I'm just gonna redo the star. May I ask why you have lots of Kirby emotes on your stream, Lavender? Oh, you mean the little Kirby stream elements? Or the little Kirby stream avatars at the bottom of the screen? Or do you mean like my actual TV emotes, my FFTV emotes? Personally, because I love Kirby. He's so small, and he's so round, and he's so perfect. Wait, where's my... Wee. I was supposed to live in a different accommodation and it got flooded without any information about it. They tried to move me to another accommodation in a school where older people were, and I was uncomfortable, so they found a spot for me in this one. That's awesome. Well, not awesome with the circumstances, but I'm glad that you actually got somewhere that was comfortable in the end. I'm so sorry you went through all that stress, though. Like, that's nothing to go through when you're trying to further your education. But I'm glad you got a good apartment out of it. Are you drawing a commission today? I am, yes. I'm doing a commission for the lovely, the wonderful Miss Goodwitch. I'm doing a commission of their OC for a YCH Go Live Foundation thing, or Go Live template for their social medias. I hope you like it. But you all are so distracting. I went through so much hell. Well, I'm so glad you made it on the other side, Remy. It is as well, where what doesn't kill you makes you so much stronger. You became more powerful that day. And you are stronger and you are more powerful than they'd ever have imagined you. Okay, let's work out what this was for. Let's get them glasses. It's more unnecessary stress to be added onto my plate. Yeah, I'd agree. It's certainly not something that you should be dealing with when you're trying to get an education. But I'm really, really happy that you got through it and you managed to get to your graduation. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry you went through so much hell to get there. But you are a stronger and more amazing person for it, and I'm so proud of you. What software should I use to make artwork? And is there a tip for drawing characters? Well, that depends on what sort of depends on what your drawing experience is, and it also depends on what sort of hardware you have. For example, I'm using Clip Studio Paint for mine, but I also have experience with Adobe Photoshop. You can use a lot of others like Krita. You can use MS Paint if you want free software. Krita is a free software, but it will take a little bit to learn because Krita is a bit different from CSP and Adobe, but they have sort of the same functionality. So I'd recommend you get yourself Clip Studio Paint, but do like a one-time purchase. Like just pay like 40 quid or something for it once, but it's on sale really often, so you can pick it up for cheap. But if you do a subscription-based service where you pay monthly for it, you get access to everything that Clip Studio has, and they give you updates every month. If you only buy it once, you only get big updates. You don't get little updates. But if you buy the subscription plan, you get updates as they come out rather than waiting for like a year or 2 years for any big updates. So it depends if that's something that you want. I use a display tablet. So I use a tablet that displays my canvas on the screen of my tablet. But I started with one that wasn't a display. It was just one that you put on your countertop and you drew on the screen in front of you. I would recommend that to start with because it's better for your posture. I also use an iPad Air for my Procreate work as well. Procreate's also a paid software that you can get on the iPad. You can get Clip Studio on the iPad, but you have to pay for that separately to the one you get on your PC. It just depends on what you're aiming for. So yeah, it's kind of up to you. Most drawing software is paid, but you can get free ones like Krita and stuff like that. So I'd recommend, if you've not really got a budget to work with just yet, definitely start with a program like Krita. And you can get a budget iPad really, really cheap. My first iPad was, or not iPad, a budget tablet. And my first tablet was a Bamboo. It was really small, but it got the work done, you know what I mean? Like it got everything that I needed done. As for your question about drawing characters, I think that's it's a very broad question because characters on their own are a very broad thing. It depends if you're aiming for... The thing that I would definitely push you for if you're starting out is start with gesture and anatomy drawing. For example, if you watch action movies or you watch movies with dancing, or if you watch anime, or if you watch like sports and stuff like that, every now and then pause the screen and try and draw the pose that the character is or the person is in, and that'll help teach you gesture drawing. It's about mark making in a minimal way, like trying to draw things in as little detail as possible with as few lines as possible and getting the gesture correct, such as motions and things like that. There's a lot of great tutorials online for helping you get to grips with that. There's a few people that I follow that have great tutorials for it. I'll see if I can find a couple on YouTube. One that I used for years was Mark Burnett, but you don't have to pick Mark Burnett. He's a little bit corporate-y, which is absolutely fine, but like I'd recommend other options. But Mark Burnett's the first one I always think of. Let's see. Because he has his own art school and he's ex-Blizzard, that's probably a good one to start with. So if you want to do something, yeah, so he does like lots of art tips and things like that and about money making when it comes to art. So if you want to pick someone that's quite popular and someone that knows his stuff, I'd recommend Mark Burnett if you want to have somewhere to start. Hello, Eyes. Thank you so much for the head pat. I hope work is going well. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I'm trying to look to see if I can find any other good ones. Give me a second. Tutorials. This guy's good. He's called Lauvan. He does some really, really good ones. He mostly specializes in anime drawing, if you're interested in like drawing anime. And his main drawing software is Clip Studio. So if you want to try that one, he's also quite good. Who else? More Mark Burnett, more Mark Burnett. Yeah. There's a very specific guy I'm trying to find. I think Some Normal Artist is a good one. Winged Canvas is good. Winged Canvas, yeah, Winged Canvas would be a good one too. 1 second. I used Winged Canvas to help teach me how Clip Studio Paint worked. There you go. So yeah, those are like my big three, but you can pick and choose however you want, whatever suits your needs. Okay, I'll try and keep that in mind about Clip Studio Paint and other paid software. Thank you for giving me tips for Artwork Lab. Of course, of course. I'm always free to give tips. Alive, do you care at all about SAO? I only watched the first and second season, so anything beyond the first and second, I will not be able to give any opinion on. Also, I do not care for Gun Gale Online because of the stupid, awful thing about how Kirito is able to look at a girl's ass and can all of a sudden figure out the twist about the villain. But a new game came out. Oh, of SAO. Seems to be based on Season 1 SAO. Okay. In my opinion, Season 1 was the best one. I hated the second season because of the stupid plotline between him and his adoptive sister and the whole Guts and Griffith parallel between him and the doctor or whatever. Ugh. Can you tell I didn't like it? Okay, moving on. We don't need to get so wrapped up in that. Where is the layer? There's the layer. 3. Three, 4, 5. Is it 5 correct? It does need to be redder. It looks pretty good. Okay. I'm always willing to sort of give it a try. I was always skeptical of Sword Art Online ever since the last season. Just, you know, didn't turn out very good. But I'm always willing to sort of give it another go, if ever in the correct position to do so. Plus, I've heard that it's actually been doing quite well in terms of an IP. I don't know where the new game fits in though. Are you playing as Kirito? Because I don't want to play as Kirito. Kirito annoys me. One. Wait, there's 4. 2, 3, 4. And then we have laces. Actually, it should be smaller than that. 2, 3, 4. That's better. Anything else? Kind of looks good from there, eh? The next thing would be the controller. And this. And rasterizing you. Hi, Fanta. Reminder to everyone to take your meds if you have them. Yep, med check, guys. Med check. I need to take my vitamins today, actually, now that I think about it. Blech. Is today's stream around 2 hours? Yes, today's stream's going to be between 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on how I'm feeling. I think it's just going to be around 2, actually. But yes. I ate my meds good. But yes, if anyone here is new and has not been here before, anyone that's lurking or anyone that's been engaging, every hour we have a 3-minute ad break to go get yourself a glass of water, to stretch, to walk around, to get a snack, whatever it is you need. Please take advantage of it. Please look after yourselves, and we will see you back here after the 3-minute ad break. You know, just feeling because you're very busy. Yes, I'm a very busy one, but we gotta work. All right, see you guys in 3 minutes. Bye. Hello. Welcome back, bunnies. How was your break? Did you take advantage? Did you go on break? You better have. You better have got a snack. You better have got a drink. You better have had a stretch. I'm just doing all of them now. But yes, I hope you're all doing well. And I hope you're having fun on stream today. Don't you look at me with nervousness, Tiff. You go do it. You go do it. I miss my mom. Mom just left the room. You're fine. You're fine. We don't need separation anxiety. We're all good. I'm gonna do something really cheeky, and I'm gonna see if I can copy paste the, I'm gonna see if I can copy paste this. Please no one look at me. This is trade secrets. Please no one look at me. How dare you? Don't you clip ready me? Let's see. How can I make this work? Make these. I'm not cheating. I'm just being smart. Work smart, not hard. That's a great emote. The munch. That's such a great emote. Okay, so I think the poses are done. Just gonna compare them. Let's see, the jacket looks good, legs look good, clothes look good, hat looks good, potion looks the same. Yeah, I think we're okay. Pose 1, pose 2. Pose 2. Now we're gonna move them in front of each other. I should make it a little bit bigger though. There we go. What? 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 There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna work on everything else. Yay! Okay. So they've requested the template palette soft pastel yellows and orange or lavender. So soft pastel orange or yellow. That's it. So we'll start it as a soft yellow. Let's do yellow. And let's do a nice orange. And we're gonna do a gradient. And we're gonna remove one part of the gradient. But we're gonna remove the boxes first. And then we're gonna make that yellow. And then we're going to tone correct because I feel like it's a bit too dark. So we're going to lighten it up a little bit. And then we're going to make this more yellow because I feel like it isn't quite yellow enough. That's a little bit nicer. Yeah, that's a little bit nicer. We're going to go to the lines. And we're going to make that like a darker orange. So there's a nice border. Like this. It's a nice soft border. So that's the pose 1, pose 2. Then boxes. So we could probably have the boxes being more lavender colored to suit the character. So let's see. Yes, okay. Definitely just make that a little bit darker. I could probably add like a little white back to that then. Just to make it a bit softer. And I think it needs to be thicker than that. Where'd you go? There we go. 15 pixels. That's a little bit better. And then actually I'm kind of unhappy with the box color still. Tonal correction. Want to get it closer to blue. Yeah, like that. And then there's the Twitch symbol there, and I can just make that. I think what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna... What are you doing? Why are you bleeding? Stop bleeding. Get out. There we go. No color breaches the lines. You must hold. Is it the same on my second pose? It better not be. I'm gonna lose my mind. We're fine. Thank the Lord. Silly bunny. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you. We're saved. I quite like the outside, but I wonder if we can... No, I think this looks fine. There we go. I like Moonlight on the River, but the last like 2 minutes of the song is just noise to me, and I don't really like it that much. It's a really good song to listen to for lo-fi, and then it's just not anymore. Ah, it's Gorenge. And you get my little signature. Have you taken them long ago? And if I take them now, they'll make it harder to sleep. Yes. If you've got any medication that sucks because it makes you sleepy, then definitely wait until you're just about to go to bed. Don't have it right away. Watch the... box is not going. There. There. Stream preview image pop up there. Okay, I will need to get my hands on their actual links. Let's see if I can find them. Alright, they've got their Twitter and they've got their Twitch here. I think. No, they don't. Okay, I have to go hunting. We gotta go hunting. Okay. Right. I found your Twitch. So you are called 8-Bit Wallflower. Oh no, not for your... Yeah. Okay, not for that. It's your Twitch I'm looking for, ma'am. Oh, their brand is so cute. Oh, their brand is so cute. I love that. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at all of the... I'm looking at all of their stuff. I'm getting distracted. Okay, let's get this done. Alright, so text. We're removing this. So insert Twitch YouTube link. Don't need that. We need... Get rid of that. What is this? Oh, that's live. Then stream categories there. Right. Copy paste. Bam. And then we will make you beautiful. No more. Nope. This color, but darker. Yes, like that. Beep. There we go. Beep. No, less. 18. There we go. Miss Goodwitch, yes. That's the lovely client I'm working on today. They seem very sweet and their content seems very nice. I need to quickly message them while I'm here, and I'm going to quickly ask what they would like for their stream labels. I meant to ask, what would you like the stream categories to be called? For now, I've got them down as gaming and yapping. But if you would like them... But if you'd like them more custom, let me know. I love your signature, love. It's so on brand. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweet Remy. I love it. I can't believe I whacked that out in a day. It was truly a moment for me. Let's see, I'm gonna do... what was the color I picked? Yeah, thing. Oh, this was the color. This is placeholder until I can get feedback from Miss Goodwitch. So I'm going to wait until Miss Goodwitch gets back to me for the feedback for this. But so far, this is how we're looking. I might quickly do some little bits around it because they're my first client. I want to make sure I make a good impression. So I'm going to do like little sparkles. So let's do this. Because you know me, I am me, and I like to go the extra mile. It's not me if I don't. Time for Monster Girl? Yes, almost. We're almost there. Where's my... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Effect. Chubby. Yes, okay. Bigger. Yeah. Bigger. Yes. I can hear... Is the Norway versus England game happening right now? Is that what I keep hearing people shouting outside? Is the Norway versus England game happening this very moment? About 30 minutes until it starts. Oh, I see. Ooh. You know what's funny? It's one of the first World Cup games I actually want to watch because I actively want to cheer against England. Because this is funny, but this is like the rematch of the century. This is the Anglo-Saxons versus the Vikings. This is historical. This is like history. This is history happening in front of us right now. The Vikings landed on English shores in whatever time, and we are constantly reminded here of the Viking settlements because I'm in an area near Yorkshire, and Yorkshire is one of the first places in the UK where the Vikings landed, so there's a lot of Viking iconography. The town York, like the big city York in the centre of Yorkshire, literally has Viking museums, and it's called York because its name originally was Jorvik, and Jorvik was a Viking settlement name. So York is a Viking city, and there is so much Viking identity there. There are like Viking beer halls. There's a Viking museum. There's Viking beer. Everything. It's awesome. So there's a big presence of Harry Potter and Vikings because Harry Potter's Diagon Alley was filmed in the Shambles markets in York. Like that's how there's a bit of a magical presence and a Viking presence. So it's a very fun place. But yes, we're gonna move on. We're gonna do the goat now. I'm thinking of doing like eyes under the skirt as well. Should I do that? I think that'd be fun. For now though, let's just do the... Let's just do this for now. Okay. Okay. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this'll be the last, but it probably won't. I've got nothing left to use or to do my bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. I literally, it's funny. I've got pics like on Lurk, because I don't wanna miss a single one of her streams, even if I am streaming. And every now and then I hear her giving someone amazing art advice, and I'm sitting here like, oh, one day I'll be just like you when I grow up. Also, I did want to take a second to thank everyone for my birthday present. My birthday present, people that helped fund the Nintendo Switch too have been like it's worked such wonders. It's not only helped my mental health, but it's helped Mr. Labs a lot as well. Mr. Lab has found a lot of comfort and a lot of love in Tears of the Kingdom, to be specific. And I've found a lot of love and a lot of healing in Procopia. So thank you so much for making that happen. That means so much. And I'm very lucky to have such a caring and wonderful community that would think I was worthy of a gift such as that. So thank you so, so much for making that happen. And I'm really, really grateful and really proud of what we've been able to put together. Thank you. Oh, you should check out Orbitals. Orbitals! I think I've seen the one you mean. Orbitals. That's the one that's done in the old anime style, right? Yeah! Oh, it looks so cool. Yeah, that one looks amazing. It's done in that like retro anime style. That old style Ranma. You can co-op. Oh, that's so awesome. I don't know about you, I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. It looks so good. Co-op games are tricky sometimes, but that looks actually amazing. You're playing a little space Oni. I want to get more co-op games as well, because the thing that me and Mr. Lab have missed out on for a long time is we've not really paid attention to Nintendo Switch games, and now they're getting so much like good stuff now. It's sort of really silly that we haven't gotten more into them. But yeah, I've fully given gacha games a break too, like fully. I've not picked up a gacha game in a while. I was gonna pick up Love in Deep Space as of. I was supposed to pick up Love in Deep Space 2 days ago, but unfortunately, Infold did not fold, and Valko, I don't think, will be coming back. But we're still fighting. We still want him to come back. Thank you, Kai Truck, for the care package. Save yourself, full. Yes, I didn't. I haven't saved in a while. Thank you, Kai Truck. And thank you for the hydrate. Although I don't know if I'm hydrating, I'm drinking Diet Coke. I don't know how hydrating that is. Boys and girls and all in between, do not drink fizzy juice for hydration. Fizzy juice does not hydrate you, it dehydrates you. Same with coffee. Milk is more hydrating than Coca-Cola. And milk's also more hydrating than fruit juice, but water is more hydrating than milk. Pete, character design, yay! Thank you. Are you still in love with the lady? Are you still in love with the girl? I'm in love with the goat. I drink milk daily. I wish I could drink milk daily, but milk's expensive. I'd drink it every day if I could, but it's way too expensive. I'm gonna have the underside of the skirt be yellow. For eldritch purposes, and there's gonna be like veins in it. I currently have raspberry leaf tea to sip on. That does sound very nice. I've always kind of struggled with fruit tea in particular. I really want to like fruit tea, but it always comes across as too sour. Like, is that just me? I don't know why it is that. Because I tried, one of my first fruit teas I ever tried was strawberry and peach. And I tried it and I didn't taste any fruit. It just tasted like really, really sour tea. This one is more mild. Yeah, I think I just need a milder fruit tea. I struggle a lot with fruit tea because of that, and I want to drink more. My gran, when I was away in Austria and Bavaria, I had a lot of mint tea with her, and I had a little bit of ginger in it. I had a little bit of honey in it. It was lovely. Honey, mint, and ginger is very nice. Also warms you up. Ginger's a very good tea for warming your insides up. Okay, let's add some vines. You ready for the vines? Actually, I should probably do a separate one for that. And I should remove the stabilization. Come on, pick up my pressure, you fool. Lunare Hime, thank you so much for the follow. Hime means princess in Japanese, so welcome in, princess. Thank you so much for coming in. Hope you're having a lovely day, and thank you for the follow, and welcome to the neighborhood. We're working on a very eldritch adoptable today. I'm working on an eldritch goat, so you're welcome to come in, get comfy, get a cup of tea, get a snack, whatever it is you need, and you're welcome to work alongside us or just enjoy the show. What does that smell? One second, guys. I smell something burning, and I don't know if it's outside the house or inside the house. What is that? That's so weird. Alright, so it's not in the house. That's good to know. It's definitely outside. It smells like... It smells like a bonfire, but not quite. It's good to know that the bins aren't on fire, because in the last 4 years we've lived here, the communal bins have been set on fire twice that I can remember, but it doesn't look like it's a bin fire this time. But it's a very odd smell. Like, it smells like burning wood, but not quite. Really strange. Hi, Winari. I really like your style. I think it's beautiful. Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate your kind words. Sorry that the first thing that happens when you come in is I start panicking about a burning smell. But welcome in. I live in England at the moment, and there's the English games happening with the World Cup, so it might be people gearing up for fireworks, maybe, if England do win, which they're not gonna. Um, I need people to hope that England don't win, you know, just because I don't want them to win. Maybe they're starting some fires to get ready for the game. Maybe, yeah. Because it'll be them probably getting like bonfires and stuff. Because I have a feeling that people will probably get really mental if England win. I don't want them to win mainly for the meme because I know how seriously England takes football. Like it's an identity here, and I don't understand why it's an identity. I really want them to lose just because I want the disappointment to be like audible because I will hear it. I'm surrounded by people that support England, and I'm just sort of like, I don't want them to win because I just want to hear people cry out in anguish. Is that cruel of me? I think it's cruel of me. As someone watching the England games, I gotta say, last game was close enough. I'm not optimistic with this game. Do you mean optimistic as in like last game was close enough that England might not win this one? Because I mean, Norway have been dominating. They've been doing so well in the games. The only win I hope England gets is Count Bin Face. Oh my god, yes. I don't know if any of my non-English friends know this, but there's an actual serious political election happening now between one of our country's most well-known politicians, Nigel Farage, and a guy that wears a bin called Count Binface. And Count Binface looks like he's going to win. Our country is a joke. I love it. And I really want, I really want, because like UK politics could do something so funny right now, and we could have a bin hold power in Parliament, and I really want that. I really want a bin to have power in Parliament for fun. Bin face is a meme that is broken out of England. Yeah, it's broken containment. Everyone knows about bin face. Chris Broad was tweeting about it, about trying to explain to his Japanese friends that there's a serious political candidacy election between Nigel Farage and a bin. And it's amazing. Okay, now I need the leg. Where's the leg? I'm gonna...
You are watching a master at work.
Ah, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. I appreciate you, Kaitra. Thank you. I'm just drawing a leg, though. Trying to do the little eyes. Speaking of eyes, I hope the little bird's having a good day at work. Hope he's not stressed out too much. Let's go Norway. Hi Zeta, thank you so much. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope Binface wins, it'd be so funny, and also Hector Courage, he can take it. Yes. Absolutely. I don't know if this is proven or not, but Farage is certainly not a good guy either. I think there's something to do with embezzling party funds or something. or pocketing party funds and not using it towards actual betterment of the country. But I may be incorrect, and they may be just allegations. We don't know. But frankly, I don't like the dude. I think he's a bit of a chode, and no one likes him. Yeah, yeah. I was losing my mind. Honestly, state of the world. I think we need a bit of fun. We need a bit of whimsy now and then. We need a bin to have political power, and we need that really, really popular Norwegian footballer to save the day and score the winning goal. That's what we need. Like, emotionally, everyone needs that right now. But I love that there's people like all over the world that are hearing about the election. It's so goofy. But honestly, I prefer to be known for a goofy reason than to be known for a really bad reason. So I'm glad that if anything, this is what the country is known for. The game I'm playing likes to suck the fun out of me. Now I'm very curious as to what you're playing. I'm gonna make them look in different directions. It makes them more mysterious. We need a big fat daft joke to prove to everyone just how unimportant politicians are to a functioning society. Sorry, I'm riffing. I'm kind of over it, honestly. I'm over politicians and their terrible, terrible selves. I remember look, this might be a bit judgmental, but when I went to London, when I went to London for my travels, uh when I was going from like Europe to home, because I had to stop in London to get the coach from London to my city, which took 6 hours, but you know, ayo. I passed through London, and I remember just thinking, like, this is where all the money in the country eventually ends up. This is what the taxpayer money in Scotland is going to. This is, and all these politicians are getting their school dinners paid for by us. And in my city where I'm in right now, there's so much work that's to be done. Everything is so expensive, and it's all because all the money is being put into places that we can't control, and you know, we have no say in. And I ended up feeling really patriotic when I was there, and I was like, this country needs to be better. Memolith the Forsaken Light. Is that the name of the game? That sounds cool. Crowd cheering after Lab's rant. But that's the thing. I'm in no way political. Like, I don't even know if I'm definitely not as up to date on politics as some people are. I'd say I'm actually quite uninformed on how things work in the world. But like, even I know everything's a mess. Like, there's only so much that you can do where you feel like you're ignorant to the truth, and you kind of go about your day, pay your taxes, and don't question anything. We're past the questioning part. It should be about asking questions. It should be about making changes now, because everything is so expensive and it's so hard to be alive right now. We need to do better. We need to do better, ask more questions, and demand more of the people that are leading us. But yeah, I'm not here to be a doomer. I'm not here to be gloomy about it. It's just, it's something I've become more aware of ever since, you know, a lot of the annoying stuff that's been happening. Ah! Oh my god, so many people! Hello! Hello! Sorry, I'm gonna quickly zoom out. Hello! Hello, Raiders! It's really nice to meet you. Hello! Hello! How was Stream Picks? I was lurking the whole time. How are you doing? Did you get lots of work done on your stream? Knowing you just yapped for like 90% of it and got like a tiny little bit of work done. Or maybe you've evolved and you've upgraded and that's no longer the case, but I feel like that was the case. How are you all doing, Raiders? It's nice to meet you. If you've not met me before, my name is Lav. I'm a digital artist. Streamer every now and then, but streamer when I can be. Hello! I got one sketch done. I know you. I know you. I fear I have to raid and run, but I love you. I love you too, Pex. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for bringing in your lovely community today. I will hold them gently. I will take care of them. Thank you for coming by, all the little pixies. I hope you had a wonderful time with Pex on stream, and I hope you can have a nice time with me today. But if you do need to get going, you're under no obligation to stay. If you've got to go, that's absolutely fine. Ooh, badass character. Thank you. This is an adoptable that I'm making. She will be available for purchase probably soon. This was her sketch. She's an eldritch goat. So she's gonna have like little eyes on her legs. She's gonna have black hands and stuff. She's gonna look good. But welcome in. I hope you guys had a lovely time on stream with Pix, and it's really nice to meet all of you. I hope you're having a good day. I was just rambling about politics stuff. Eldritch goat or god? Goat. Goat, goat, goat. I had like a little bit of headcanon for her where well, I'm coming up with like stories about her that I don't know if I'm allowed to come up with because, you know, when she eventually gets an owner, I'm not going to be able to give her any stories, but my whole lore for her is that she is someone who fell in love with an eldritch god, and in order to be with him forever, she sacrificed her mortal body to him, and he, or she, or they, whatever they were, they took her heart out and replaced it with a piece of themselves. So now she is forever an eldritch entity, but she is forever entwined with her love. And yes, it's Scottish. Scottish through and through. I know I've got a little bit of a hybrid accent because I was born and raised in Edinburgh, which is what even Scottish people call the England of Scotland. because it's a very mixed cultural place. Like a lot of people speak like me in Edinburgh, where it's a bit of a hybrid mix between English and Scottish accents. And it's also because I've lived in England for 4 years. I'm getting the heck out though. Moving back to Scotland very soon because I can't stand it here. Soft ass accent. Very soft, yes. It will improve. It will improve with time. And thank you, Kindred Raptor, for the follow. I really appreciate you. Thank you. What color did I make her ears? I can't remember. Oh, they were dark. Oh, okay. Let's get that checked. But yes, I hope everyone from Pix's stream is having a good one. I hope that your weekend has been well. Loving the shapes on the eldritch thingies. Oh, you mean like the little tentacles? The tentacles. Just gotta say, who doesn't know how to flush the toilet after they've had a shit? It wasn't me. What was fucking one he is? Disgusting. It's one of my favourite memes. I can't believe that's the meme. That's a meme that put Scotland on the map. That's like... that mum and her 2 kids are like a Scottish national animal, just like how Shrek is our representative. Where is my hair? Oh, there's the hair. But way too many layers on this thing. I find myself getting lost. I love Scottish memes, man. Me too. I can't name many off the top of my head, but I know there are many. One of my favorites, is she crying? Maybe, who knows? Maybe she is. Maybe she realizes that she probably should have stayed single. Then become a horrific amalgamation of tissue. Scotland! I make nice art as well. I made something else today. If you would like to see, I also made a Go Live commission. I started a service on my VGen where I make these like little Go Live templates for people. I just finished this one for Miss Goodwitch. I'm waiting for feedback. I make little cute chibis. Yeah! I make little cute chibis, but I also make horrific, disgusting, yet beautiful women. That's the gat moe that everyone wants. Make her like that. Oh, and I also want to do this too. Let's make her ribs like really pale to start with. And then we can add some light. God, I want this OC just... I'm making a gang of OCs just because, you know... Really? Ooh, what sort of OCs do you have? What's your taste? I love, like, I find people that collect OCs to be amazing because, like, I don't really have OCs for myself, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't really make them for myself. I just sort of make them to sell them. But I really appreciate the people that do collect OCs for themselves, because then they'll have lots of art for people to make for them, right? People with problems. I love that for you, though. I love that. I love that you've got a pattern. You've got a pattern that it has to be OCs that have issues. The misfits. Give me the damaged ones, yes. One's depressed and now scared of knives, even though she has cuts, and another is an amputee. Oh, I see. You're adopting the interesting ones. Goat to monster girl experiencing the when the one night stand becomes a more permanent thing than what you want it to be. Like this is one of those things where the one night stand turns into he won't leave the apartment. He's brought his toothbrush over, and he's changed the address on all of his bank cards to my address. Now I'm stuck with it. I thought I only needed one, but then she did need a girlfriend. I honestly thought about getting the wives as kind of a pair of community OCs for anyone in the community to use, but I waited too long. Well, that's okay. Oh, we still have, for anyone here that doesn't know anything about my work, I do adoptables occasionally. I've sold a few, and I have one adoptable still available. I'll show you her. She came as a pair initially, but unfortunately her wife was sold separately. I made them as part of a bundle as a way to sell them both together, but someone bought just the wife, which was a moth. And that's absolutely fine, but I find it really sad that she missed out on her wife. Goodbye, wife. I know. Fine, no. And for those of you that don't know, my community were absolutely heartbroken. I've never seen them more upset in my entire life. They were so upset that we lost the wives. I still hear about them to this day. And thank you so much, Blank, and Yukimiti. Thank you so much, or Yukimiti. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome to the Warren. There you go. You monster. Yeah, but oh no, now there's more people that are upset with me. I'm sorry. I needed money. The worst thing is it happened on Pride Month. It happened on Pride Month. I'll never be able to live it down. Mm-hmm. Go. Yes, the Pride Month and the Doom Fury, I'll never live it down. Go. Just some nice easy strokes here. Nothing too complicated. You like my emotes? Yeah, yeah! I love the emotes. A lot of them are quite outdated though. They're part of my old design. I only have a couple of emotes that are like my more new design, so I need to go through it. Hi, excuse me, streamer. I just wanted to say I love this dress a lot, especially the design at the bottom. Oh, this part. How it's got the little eyes in it. Little eyes. Yes, I need to quickly adjust that so that they look a bit more like eyes. But thank you. I'm glad you like it. Lovely viewer. So vibrant and colorful. Thank you. I'm worried that I'm adding too much though. Like there's a point in a design where you can over design something and I'm trying my best not to reach that point. Oh, thank you for the stretch hands, Kytrock. Gonna give them a little crack. A little crackle. Snap, crackle, and pop those hands. Monster Girl with a short skirt is very... Whoop. Absolutely. Gotta have your monster girls with their short shorts or their short skirts. I was gonna give her like a long dress similar to a nun, but I don't know. The short skirt just sort of was calling to me, you know? No. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the basic ones because pretty much every streamer gets them done. I love a special emote done by either the streamer or an artist just for that one streamer. Yeah, exactly. Like I love stuff like that. There's an artist that I've always wanted to get an emote from. Their name's Eel Soup. Pix has gotten a couple of emotes from them before. I think she got a gun one and she got a laugh one from them. I think they're really adorable, but I have no idea when Eel Soup's comms are even open. Like every time I look, they're always closed. One day, though, I've got a big list of people I need to commission in the future. I need to look into commissioning Cerise for another screen at some point, with another screen. I'm thinking of doing a BRB screen with her. There we go. I think I was some of the way through this before, so I'll continue this for now. Go. You like KPDH? What's that? K-pop Demon Hunters. I like it, yeah. I was much more a fan of the music than I was of the story, but I very much like the music. I'm guessing you're a big fan? Ooh, soda pop. Oh, I love Yumi's emote. That looks so pretty. You need an emote like this, Lav. Trust me. The door. Oh, I love it. It'll be Lavlop, of course. Peached up Lavlop. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, I need to quickly do... Okay, so it's meant to be fully black, so we will do that quickly. Where's the thing? Sky. The allure of seeing things under the short skirt sets my Yuri heart ablaze. Wowie wow. Oh, my poor gay little heart. Oh, no, it's meant to be like black. Oh, what a fool I was. And then it's supposed to be closer to blue. Okay. Right. You need yap more before I continue. She also got the worms. Oh, they're so cute. The worm. Alright, I need to make myself a worm immediately. Giving lots of good suggestions here. Oh yeah, just letting you guys know as well, we're actually going to be finishing up in about 5 minutes. I'm unfortunately not like Pix that can keep going for 3 hours. That's crazy time. But I appreciate you all taking the time to hang out with me. We're going to be raiding into another stream just at the end, so if you want to stick around for that, we'd love to have you. We'd love to pass on this train to another lovely streamer. And then we're going to do a little bit thinner. Already. I'm sleepy. You guys are always like this. You're always like, why no? Why not in 3 hours? I have terrible stamina, but my stream stamina is ridiculous. The Majestic Chunk. Hello! Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Warren. And then we're gonna add the hooves. We are... No, I refuse. You can't just refuse. You can't just be like, no, no, love will keep streaming. No. Why can't I? But why? Oh, are you different? Are you different? No, you're not. So why aren't you coloring? That's weird. Hi, I come from a chat I was lurking in, but your art is amazing and I'm loving the vibes so far. I'm gonna go back to lurking as I numb. Oh, that's no worries. Thank you so much. Hello, love. Twitch decided not to notify me. We love that. We do. Welcome in, Vinyl. I'm so sorry. Twitch does that sometimes, doesn't it? Overlording bastards. But yeah, sorry about that. I hope you can forgive me. We didn't have enough time for a while. I know. I know. But it's okay. We're going back to our regular scheduled programming. Now that I know that I've got something to fight for, because I do have something to fight for, because I'm going to be moving very soon, and it's going to be very intense, very, very soon. Now's around the time I should start kicking my tail into high gear. Mm-hmm. There you go. Very fleshy. Our move out date is on the 28th of this month. Oh, I get the keys on the 28th. I get the keys on the 28th and I move in on the 1st. You're surprised that we're selfish, Needy, that we want you to stay longer? Not at all. I'm not at all surprised at how needy and how you all want me to stay. Because we're all friends and we all enjoy each other's company and we like having something nice to tune into when things get too noisy, don't we? Because everything's a bit crap right now, so it's nice to have safe little places to go from when things feel too much. And we'll be without Lav for a week or more probably while she moves, just being dramatic again, don't worry about me. Well, to be fair, when I do leave, because I'll be in the process of moving, when I come back, you'll get to see a much happier Lav, and I'll get to tell you all about the move, and you'll be able to feel how much happier I am. Because the place I'm in sucks, and just the mere fact that I'm going to be leaving is enough to make me feel ecstatic. So we think about it like that. Like the next time you see me after I've moved, I'll be much happier. And you'll get a better version of me than you've ever had. And hopefully, well, I mean definitely, that means I'll be able to stream even more. That's just an excuse for you to be AFK for a while. She's lying that she's moving. She is definitely not moving. Okay, I think that's about enough for today. Most of the coloring is basically done. I just have to finish off some polishing, some shading, and we'll be good to get this girly on the market. Thank you everyone for attending stream, and thank you all so much for spending your Saturday with me. I really appreciate you. I know that things feel a bit crazy and things feel a bit dark right now, but I do appreciate you taking time to be with me. Remy! Remy! Come on, girl! Come on, girl. It's okay. We'll be back next week. Our usual time of like Tuesday or Wednesday. I said... No, guys, please. We can't make this a democracy right now. No. We're better than this, please. Frick. That's an amazing emote. Oh my god. I third. Oh, come on. Guys, please. I need to go play Pal World. I mean, I need to go do other things. Vivi, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Warren. I hope you have a lovely time with us. We are just about to raid out though, so I really appreciate you coming by and spending time with me today. For a game? I've been waiting all week. I've not had a chance to play a game all week. It's my Saturday. No, no rut. Please. Okay, tell you what, Remy, just for you, next week when when we get on stream, I'll continue Amori just for you. So we'll do some gaming next week. We'll play some Amori. Okay? Does that sound fair? Yes? Yes. That sounds fair. We're gonna go raid a lovely fellow art streamer of mine, Red Bean Porridge. They are currently working on Art Fight. So let's go give Red Bean Porridge some love. Alright, on we go guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to the lovely new followers that we received today. Thank you so much to Pix for the raid. I really appreciate you. I hope that all of the lovely raiders had a good time with me today. If you would like to join our Discord, you're more than welcome. We're ending Hidena. No, Hidena, I'm sorry. Why does everyone always show up at the end? It's like it's like some sort of curse. No, Mimi, it's not a fort. It's not a fort. But yes, thank you all so much for coming. My group watch just ended. Oh, Hidey, I finished the commission. Yay! We can finally tick it off the list. Yay! Hope you had good group watches. But yes, thank you all so much for attending stream. I will move on. Stream schedule will be posted in the Discord over the weekend. We'll be doing some art and then getting back into gaming next week. As I get closer and closer to my move-in date, streams might be a bit more short or might be a bit more like chop and change until things get settled. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful and safe rest of your day. Norway should absolutely win the World Cup, and I will not take any other suggestions. Go Norway, beat England. Bye everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.